friends, welcome back to my channel Infinite Trade. My name is Robin and let's do a Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. So extremely sorry for the late video because the data just came in and sorry, thought of recording as soon as I got the data. I had to wait for the data because Nifty Bank Nifty broke some important levels, and also Nifty is trading close to 17,000, which is an important support and a psychological level. Because if the 17,000 support is broken, then we have a minor support somewhere around 16,800, and directly it can fall until even 16,000, 16,200. Okay, why I'm saying that? Because we have a lot of gaps pending around 16,000 level. If you see here, okay, let me just close this VWAP. Sorry. So if you look at this, we have a gap here, we have a gap here, and then we have a gap here. Okay, until 16,050, we have gaps in Nifty. So, if the market has to fall down, then obviously it will fill all those gaps and then only make a reversal. Okay, so anyways, on the daily chart, if you see, Nifty had a support somewhere close to 17,300, and Nifty has already broken it. And if you look at Bank Nifty, it was right at this swing support, and also we were trading for so many days within the budget day candle, and today it was the day when we broke the candle, but we did not give a very strong close on the downside. But if you look at this swing has already been broken around 39,850, and this candle looks more of a retest kind of a candle. Okay, so let's quickly look at the data and then we'll come back on the charts and do our analysis. So if you look at the data, what is here, it is basically FI is again closed long futures, strange thing, and then they have added about 12,300 future shorts. So market is just falling and falling, and they are adding more future shorts, which doesn't look good. Okay, and to add oil to the fire, the biggest problem is the stock futures. The stock future numbers are also negative. So if index futures are negative and stock futures are positive, it means market is still bullish and it can take a U-turn anytime. But the problem here is both the futures are negative, and this creates more confusion and more fear in the market that where the market is heading to. Because stock futures, like I have mentioned in a lot of videos, the positions are being added, and then later on the effect comes into picture after a month or a couple of months. So, but since the last 12 to 13 trading sessions, the stock futures numbers are purely negative, which is a concern as of now. And if you look at the options, FIs are long on calls and long on puts too. Okay, so we could clearly see create long and create short. However, in the pros data, if you look, we only see close long, close short, because today it was from Nifty expiry. So they may aggressively create some positions tomorrow. And if you look at the pros position, they still have put short and call longs as their net positions, which seems to be correct because we are definitely at somewhere around the support, like Bank Nifty closer to 39,000, a round number, and Nifty closer to 17,000, which is a round number. So the position seems to be fine. Here the retailers are, on the bearish side. So this is the take from participant data. So FIs, looking at the FIs data, market looks volatile tomorrow, showing both side moves. And now the surprising factor here is SGX Nifty. Dow Jones and Nasdaq has recovered very strong. I think there was CPI data out today in the US, and probably based on that, this is the reaction. Nasdaq is nearly 2.45% up, and Dow Jones is nearly 1.4% up. And the effect on SGX Nifty is Nifty is already trading more than 100 points up. So this is a superb indication that a lot of shorts are going to get trapped, and probably these shorts looks like from the retailers point and looks like the retailers are going to get trapped badly tomorrow. Okay, so what should be our plan for tomorrow is, let me activate my lines. So these are the lines that we have. Nothing has been changed. Whatever I updated in the Telegram channel, the same thing that we have. Okay, so looking at the gap up, see, whenever Nifty gaps up more than 100 points, usually we do not fill the gap. Okay, keep this in mind. We don't fill the gap because then we could only do this if probably the big players, they have negative positions, then the market may give them an opportunity to exit their positions. But I don't think so it would happen something like that tomorrow. So we may open gap up, we may see a small dip, but I'm not really convinced that it will fill the gap. But we could see some short covering coming up tomorrow. Okay. So how do we plan is, let's talk about flat opening. So flat opening is going to be bad because this is the range, somewhere around 39. So consider this point, which is around 39,650. So only above this we are going to buy call, and below 39,190 we are going for put. Okay, so these are the levels that you need to take care of. And if we break 39 190 or something, we could expect a fall until 38,600 700 area. Okay, so since we could expect a gap up, so in Nifty, if it's 100 points gap up, then Bank Nifty could give around 200 250 points gap up. So 480 580 680. So somewhere close to this point we can see a gap up in Bank Nifty. So if it's at just about 200 points gap up, then it can come to fill this gap, and then it may break the high. So in this case, what we'll do is, once it crosses 39,660 to 680 area, we can go for a call. Our immediate target would be 40,000. Okay, so we could see some short covering. And so see, why do we see short covering? So what happens is, whenever there are people who have call shorts with them, as soon as market opens gap up, and why do I say that market may not fill the gap? The main reason being, as soon as it open gap up, nobody likes to book loss in their position. Okay, so what they'll do is they'll start hedging their positions by selling put options. Okay, so the first thing that they'll do is from 915 to 930 940, they'll be aggressively selling put options to neutralize that particular position, because expiry is just the next day. So if they could make out the range, they'll hold the position with both call and put. And if they feel that market is breaking 40,000, then slow and steadily they'll add more puts and start covering the calls. That's why it triggers a short covering. So that can happen if we cross 40,160, but until 40,160, they'll still find a safe haven. They'll add more puts and keep the position neutralized. So in case of a gap up around 39,600 650, like I said, we may wait for this dip until 39,480 or 500, and once it crosses the high, you can immediately go for a call. Okay, target being 40,000 to 40,160. No chance of gap down, but just in case if we open gap down and if we break 39,200, definitely we can go for a put, and the target is 39,600 38,600. Okay, so this is my view on Bank Nifty. Let's check out Nifty. So Nifty today did not give a strong close like Bank Nifty, but it definitely tested 17,000. Okay, in fact it broke 17,000, but we saw a green candle coming up quickly, and so Nifty's buying should happen only about 17,200, and a 100-point gap up indicates around 7. So now closing is around 17,068 to 17,168. So if it opens right at 17,200, then you may see a small dip, but not necessary that it will come and fill the gap. But in case if it doesn't fill the gap and if it breaks 17,200, we'll go for a call. The immediate first target is 17,300. Okay, so 300 to 340. This is the first target. And Nifty, like if it breaks 16,970, 980, okay, 16,980 on the downside, we can go for PE. Our immediate target would be 16,800. Okay, the sell-off can continue if we open flat and break the low, or if we open gap down. But this gap up can make a halt in the Indian market, at least for tomorrow, if this gap up sustains even tomorrow morning. Okay, and anything else? So see, right now we are in a selling trend, but this is like whenever we are at some important support, the trapping of positions definitely happens. So this is one of the reason at important support or resistance, I do not prefer taking any BTST trades, because the trend can change, and it can confuse people for a lot of time. So I hope both Nifty and Bank Nifty positions are clear. So rely on option chain tomorrow. That will give you great help. And another important thing is the Fibonacci 5 minutes, the strategy that I taught you. That is very, very important when you trade bigger gap ups and gap downs. Because what happens is when there is a big gap up, even if it will not fill the gap, it will at least come to 1.618 and then reverse. So that place becomes a very good area to go long with a small stop loss. So do that in both Nifty and Bank Nifty tomorrow. That will give you a lot of help. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.